many people wants total videos. That's why I am going to sell my videos. In that videos, total 4 types of videos is there. Online lessons videos. This is block diagram. All these lessons 1 hour lessons. This one block diagram. I will explain complete block diagram. This not only this laptop motherboard, so many laptop motherboard same in this way this will come. I will explain in block diagram, complete block diagram of this one. This will take one hour class, nearly 45 minutes. Next, CPU. This is CPU. How many inputs and outputs, how to count these pin numbers, I will explain in this lesson. How to check how many supplies to CPU, I will explain with help of circuit diagram. See here, how many voltages to CPU, where from it will come, I will explain all these connections in this lesson. I will explain with help of circuit diagram. I will explain in this lesson all these connections. This control bus and thermal and clock signal to ICH connections. I will explain all these connections. What is the important connections in this? How to check that one? I will explain these connections. You will note in these points. This will take nearly 1 hour class. GMCH, this also 1 hour lesson. I will explain in this lesson. See GMCH, how many inputs and how many outputs, I will explain complete GMCH. How many voltages, how to check GMCH is okay or not, I will explain all these things, and I will explain circuit diagram. This is the GMCH circuit diagram. I will explain all these connections. What is the important pins, what is the connections. See here, all these supplies, this is all supplies to GMCH. How to check, where from it will come, I will explain all these things. It will take 1 hour lesson. See here, one of the person, the Peter from UK, I think. After receiving my videos, I received this letter. I got them and I want to thank you. The program so far looks great and I did learn a lot of things. Thank you again. See here, so far looks. That means it will take nearly 1 month to learn all videos. So many important videos is there. It is very difficult to explain in simple way. So it will take nearly 1 month. So many things is in my videos. So all these lessons, 1 hour lessons, already I explained these lessons in online classes. It will take nearly 1 month. So I will send all these lessons. Next, practical lessons, practical videos in lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5, 6. These videos will come with voltages. I will give in these lessons each and point voltages. You will see Hard Barsky, he is from Chicago. His opinion after seeing that videos. These lessons were great training. Do you have more supplementary training videos like those lessons? This is his opinion. In offline videos, see 5 volts and 3 connectors. This is important. How many connectors in laptop motherboard, how to check how many voltages, how to count pin number 1, 2, 3. I will explain all these things in this BGA connector, LCD panel connector, and all connectors, VGA connector, USB connector, and SATA, all connections will come in these connectors. Fault finding lessons, all these fault finding lessons, this will come in simple way. How to check keyboard fault, how to check keyboard fault, low battery fault, I have given in a simple way in this all these videos. If you want any demo, I will give in direct live classes every month to 3 days or 4 days. Please send your mail ID to my contact sivainstitute@sivainstitute.com. ICH. In this chapter I will explain how many inputs, how many connectors connected with ICH. I will explain all these connections. This is ICH. ICH in PCI connect controller inside of the ICH. Next, RTC, real-time clock, LPC, low pin count, and CPU connections, audio connections, SATA connections, IDE connections. How to check all these connections, what is the important pins in this controller, I will explain in this chapter. And this is important, power management and system GPIO, I will explain all these pins. And in this chapter I will explain all supplies of the, how many supplies of the ICH I will explain in this chapter. In memory chapter, how many memories, that means DDR1, DDR2, DDR3, how to check that memories, what is the important pins, I will explain in this way. This is VGA connector, 15 pin VGA connector. I will explain complete VGA connector connections. Next, LCD panel, I will explain how to check LCD panel connector, how many voltages is there, I will explain in this chapter. Clock generator, I will explain in this clock generator complete. Power states, this is very important from here to this is the practical way. Power states, I will explain in power state, that means S5, S4, S3, just like this one. That means S5, first 5 volts and 3.3 volts. Already I have given demos. If you want, send your mail ID, I will send demo classes, demo videos. Next, regulators, I will explain in these regulators, N channel, P channel, NPN transistor, PNP transistor, how it will work, I will explain all these things in regulators. S5, this is important, S5, S4, S3. So S5 means, see here, this is power switch. When you press power button, this voltage goes to 3 volts to 0, this voltage goes to page number 31 KBC IC, that means IO controller IC. This is KBC power button, this voltage comes to pin number 39 of this IC, KB3910. After this command come out from this pin number 37, S5 enable, this command come out from this place, this voltage goes to 5 volts and 3.3 volts regulator. See here, this is S5 command. When you press power button, SIO release, SIO chip release S5 3.3 volts supply to 5 volts and 3.3 volts oscillator stage. This is 5 volts and 3.3 volts oscillator. This voltage 3.3 volts come out from this place. This voltage goes to ICH, suspend 3.3 volts. So starting point SIO S5 pin, ending point suspend 3.3 volts. After this command, this voltage comes to ICH. First step, This is DC jack connector. This 18 volts comes to this 5 volts and 3.3 volts regulator IC. This IC release 3.3 volts. That voltage comes to here. This is the first step. After, when you give supply, reset and clock signal to this IC, after this IC release RSM reset to this pin. After S5 command, this is power connector, power on off switch connector. When you press power button, this 3 volts goes to here, that voltage goes to 0 volts. After this IC release S5 command, that voltage comes to here, oscillator IC. After this release 3.3 volts, that voltage comes to ICH suspend 3.3 volts. This is the S5 command. Next, S4 command. S4, this is memory supply. That means after ICH release S4 command, that voltage comes to, this is the memory supply, this regulator. This memory ICs goes to, voltage goes to this output FETs. This IC release 1.8 volt supply, that voltage goes to here, that means GMCH IC and memory slots, and this memory slots. This is S4 command. So S4 command means starting point ICH, ending point GMCH and memory slot. That voltage goes to these two places. Next, S3 command. This is S3 command. S3 command also same, this voltage come out from this place. This voltage goes to all regulators. All voltage will come out from these regulators. I will explain how many regulators in this laptop motherboard. That voltages goes to all these chips. After CPU supply, see here, CPU supply. CPU supply will come. CPU supply will come after. CPU supply will come. This is the CPU supply coils. This supply will come from regulators. This will take 1 hour class. All voltages, SATA, USB, LAN, SIO, charger IC. All these lessons 1 hour lessons. All commands I will explain in this way. First you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last 7. You will check in this way. There is no voltage at this point. I will explain. This is 1 hour class. Next, S4, same in this way. What is the starting, what is the ending? So S4 means command come out from ICH, that voltage goes to GMCH and memory slot. Next, S3, all voltages will come. This is LCD panel. This connection come out from GMCH or graphic controller. How many voltages, how to check a LCD panel? I will explain from first this block diagram. After I will explain in circuit. After we will see in voltages. This will take 1 hour class. This is 1 hour class. VGA, how to work a VGA connector. I will explain this VGA connector. After we will see in circuit. This is 1 hour lesson. SATA, how to work a SATA. What is the starting point, what is the ending point, how to check SATA circuit. I will explain in this way. SATA ODD means DVD RAM. DVD RAM won't work. You should check what is the starting point, what is the ending point. This is 1 hour lesson. This also. CPU supply. How to check CPU supply? I will explain first in this way. See here, number 1, 2, 3, 4. We will see all CPU supply ICs have same these pins. I will explain in this way. We will see in circuit also. Clock generator. How many inputs and outputs? How to check this clock generator? I will explain in this way. This is 1 hour lesson. Nearly 30 minutes lesson. How to check ICH? This supply is okay. This 3 supplies is okay means ICH is okay. There is no voltage. You should check all inputs. How to check? I will explain with voltages in motherboard. This voltage is okay means GMCH is okay. There is no voltage, you should check input pins. How to check all this I will explain. This is also 1 hour lesson. USB ports. How to work a USB port. In this total USB port fault or single USB port fault, I will explain in this way. LAN. How to work a LAN. What is these connections? I will explain. You will see. This is LAN controller. For example, LAN fault. I will explain in this way. This is LAN controller in ICH. This is LAN controller IC. LAN transformer. RJ45 connector. The signal come out from ICH. That signal goes to LAN controller. That signal goes to RJ45 connector through LAN transformer. This is connected with crystal and regulator IC and EPROM chip. So now we will see in circuit. See in our printouts. I will explain in this way. See page number 27. This is page number 27. This is LAN controller. That means this is LAN controller. Now we will see IC number U30. See here U30. This is LAN controller. Next I will explain how many inputs and outputs, how to check. That's why this is the 1 hour class. X3 crystal. See here X3 crystal. LAN crystal. This is LAN EPROM chip U31. See here U31 LAN EPROM chip, this one. Next, this signal goes to transformer, LAN transformer XF1. See here XF1. This is XF1. This signal goes to, this is RJ45 connector. RJ1 connector. See here RJ1 and RJ45 connector. RJ1. So I will explain in this way. I can't expect this type of response from throughout world and throughout India also. This my Guntur in Andhra Pradesh, in fifth town in Andhra Pradesh. That means small town. But so many people comes from India. That means Delhi, Punjab, Bombay, Kerala, Bangalore, Chennai, complete throughout India. That's why I am going to explain to all these things with practicals.